So not recording the episode on Friday was a mistake. The coughs got far worse and far more intrusive. So straight up, sorry about that. There's going to be some hacking coughs in this video. There's nothing I can do about it. Apart from, again, not release a video, which would be sad. But that's actually not the main reason we're here today, darlings. We've got Astana home and away. But before we even get into that, I'm in the middle of having a paddy about YouTube, and I want you to get involved with me. Because as we know, the restrictions for monetization on YouTube are pretty harsh. You need 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch videos before they'll even consider your application. So I can't have adverts on my videos, and I can't earn money from what I'm doing. Which, you know, I didn't get into this to earn money. I'm not saying the odd 50 quid here and there wouldn't be lovely, but I didn't get into this to earn money, so that's fine. Until I clicked on one of my old San Marino videos the other day, and it played an advert before it showed it. That has made me properly angry. Really very angry. Because why don't I get some kind of cut of that? I'm not suggesting they need to make me a millionaire overnight. But if they can monetize my video for their own benefits, then I should get some of that benefit because it's my video. I caught that one. I might not catch all of them, but I'll find a bleep sound effect if I don't. So I am in the place now where I am genuinely considering coming off YouTube. I know it might sound like a nothing thing, but it's made me really angry. Really very angry. So I need a favour from you all. I need two favours, actually. I know I'm being very demanding. One, if you ever see an advert on my videos, ever, there should be a little eye in a circle, a really tiny one, probably in the bottom left if you're watching on your phone. It moves around depending on what platform you're in. But look for that, click it, don't wait for skip advert, click the little eye, it'll pop up information about why you're being showed that advert. If you have your targeted advertising turned off, you can then hit don't show me this advert again, and then you can say it's not appropriate. Not only does it instantly remove the advert for you so you can get straight to the video you're watching, and it removes any others. It will also report that advert as being unacceptable. It will report the fact that that advert's there as being unacceptable. And for me, that's a good start. Clarification. If you are watching a small YouTuber who is monetized, Aussie Villain is an excellent example, never do that, please. Because they deserve the money they're getting from that. It's us poor schmucks that aren't getting anything. You'll know if they're getting anything or not by how many subs they've got when you get through to the channel itself. If it's less than 1,000, they won't be monetized. So, get involved, skip some adverts, report some adverts. I imagine there's plenty of you saying, what's he moaning about? It doesn't affect you at all. But it's the principle of the thing. I'm a principle-based person, and it really annoys me. The other thing you can do for me, if I do leave this platform, I'm not going to stop creating. I'm going to end up on Twitch. Now, I had a reasonable start on Twitch before the neighbours, who are horrific chavs, started complaining about me making too much noise. Which was odd because my wife was asleep in the next room and she didn't complain about the noise. But, you know, chavs, what can you do? So you could please let me know, would you watch videos of this nature on Twitch? Would you join me on live on Twitch? And, you know, would you give up on me altogether if I left YouTube? I need to get a rough idea of these things. I haven't decided yet. I've made no decisions at all. But like I say, angry. I've tried to contact YouTube, and this is probably the thing that's wound me up the most. It is impossible to complain to YouTube if you're not in the partner program. There is no contact details, there is no email address you can have if you're not in the partner program. So I can't even complain that this is happening, because no one's there to listen. Again, I'm sure most of you think this is me being stupid, but I am investigating the possibility of shutting my YouTube channel down and moving over to Twitch. Because on Twitch, it doesn't matter how small you are, you get some tiny penny of the advertising revenue. And again, we're probably talking about a penny, 2 pence. It's not a meaningful amount of money in any way, shape or form. But, well, I've said enough about it. Apologies for breaking into your theoretically comical intro to have a rant, but gets it out of the way for the main video. So yeah, skip adverts, but not just skip them, report them, press the little info button. Don't let them get to the skip advert button place. And Twitch, would you? There is a link in the comment, not in the comments, what's the thing above the comments called? Description. There's a link in the description to my Twitch channel. Hop over there and sub up if you haven't already. I will start, the biggest problem I've got with Twitch is I cannot as I'm sure you've worked out already from my YouTube releases, I cannot guarantee any kind of timetable. So if I go over there, it's going to be really random. It's going to be videos at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday and then 2 p.m. on a Friday and things like that. And I can create smaller streams, but I will treat exactly like this, and you can go back and watch them on demand later. But I can't go live at certain times because I work shifts. I have a 19-month-old baby. All sorts of reasons why I can't go live on demand. And I can't do what so many successful Twitch. And really, what's necessary to be a successful Twitch is to be able to say, right, I am live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. I can't do that. I'd never be able to do that. So, let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I'm being a complete flounce, then by all means tell me that as well. Because again, it's not about the money. It's not about the pennies that I'll get from advertising revenue. It's the principle of the matter. Football Manager, shall we? Hello, my name's Damien, I am Back Rocking Football Manager, and that rubbish is done with. No more mention today. Astana, home and away. We're going to Kazakhstan, as Gary didn't put vomit emojis, so fair play. As Gary pointed out, it's a 10,000-mile one-way trip. I'm sure we're not going to be tired, but at least we haven't got a league game in between, I suppose. There are some transfers to catch you up on. I meant to look at this before I did, to tell you the details, but I forgot. Michael East, we know about two more then. Seth Kinsey has come in from Oxford United for 375 grand. I think this one's a good winger signing. We know we need a winger. One of the wingers we lost was not homegrown, so getting one in that's not homegrown isn't a disaster. And to be fair, we've been playing Darius Smith at left wing, who's not a left winger and also not homegrown. So I figured we can afford to spend a bit of transfer budget on Seth Kinsey. Reasonably quick winger with good off the ball, good work rate, reasonable passing. He can cross, he can run with it. Good winger on both sides. He's right-footed, but not exclusively. He's played 352 times for Oxford United, scoring 35 goals. So he's probably not prolific. But the assists count is only 34, so it's not that good either. But I think there's a player in there that's going to be a threat in this league. And the fact that he was happy to come here says a lot. 235 grand. We're paying him what we're paying him? 3,900 quid a week. Lots. But again, finances. 4.5 million quid. 5 grand of spare wage budget. And $1.5 million in a scouting budget we'll never touch as well. So, we'll be fine. And Liam Granville is an 18-year-old left back, or at least I'm training him to be one. He came in not knowing the left back position. He needs to learn to tackle. That's an urgent one. But he's 18 years old. He's gone in the resis. He hasn't gone in the resis. Well, we'll see. 18-year-old kid. Fickle personality is obviously not the best, but he's quick. He's determined. Maybe he is more of a left winger, to be fair. But I'm going to train him hard at left back and see what happens. Because that tackling might shoot up. That passing might shoot up. Okay, let's be honest. All three of those defensive stats are absolute turd. But how often do we need our left back to actually be defensive? About twice a season. So, you know. What part of the reason for this is that we're in danger of losing Panagi. You'll have seen from the transfers page, Panagi we rejected a 52 grand offer. He has not got a release clause in his contract, but by extension, we cannot give him a new contract because he wants a release clause in his contract. So it's a kind of balancing act to keep him around long enough that maybe he won't want that clause anymore, but let's face it, he probably will. He's a determined professional kind of guy. He wants out of his club because everyone wants out of his club at the minute. Bigly man, 5'5", bless him. Anyway, I think that's everything. Schedule, yep, we've got Astana, obviously, we know about that. We're going away first. Let's do this. The team will be Hammond in goal, with Panagi, Trevor, Green and Korosevsky. Howe and Wilson, Kinsey and Stevens, Woods and Ice Perua. And once again, that's now our strongest side. Do we need to make any changes there? I don't think we do. Oh, we've got Matthias Kroll is now registered. We showed him last time, but he's now registered, so he could come on at any time. And Tom Parry we know about. We've seen him already. So, in fact, I am going to chuck Kroll on the bench instead of Vincent, because I don't like Vincent. And then I'm going to have a coughing fit. Excuse me just a moment. Ew. Anyway, sorry about that. Kinsey wants 7. Kinsey can have 7. Look at that. Doesn't happen very often, that kind of relationship. Again, with the Astana having massively high squad numbers, they've only got 1 single-digit squad number. And it's Sapar Gorizanov. Leave your mark here. And as I make that joke every season, 6 stud marks are wrapped around your opponent's knee. Ooh. This is a big stadium. For a minute, I thought we were at Burton Albion. Because of the yellow, I wasn't taking the piss. Only 4,000 have rocked up, though. Agu throws into Kaldiel. That guy. Askarov back to Salov. Good battling from Woods. Doesn't quite get that. Askarov. The pressure is good here. We might be able to mug it off from here. Pressure stays on. It's lovely. Askarov. They're trapped in the corner. Salov. All the way back to the keeper, who sends it long. Green's under it. Nods it forward. Howe is in absolute acres in the middle. Lifted wide to Kinsey. First touch on a highlight. Slots in front of Woods. I think he's offside. He's not. Panagi. Interesting choice of cross back to Wilson. Here's Korosevsky, who shoots and just over the top. Gorizanov. Oh my god. I mean, that's one way of endearing yourself to the fan base, is to get yourself sent off for a wild 2-footed challenge on the halfway line, on the touchline, in the 11th minute of your debut. I don't have any left wingers on the bench. Okay. Okay, fine. Ice Pro in there. Stevens up there. No, not Stevens. Stevens is going to have to come off. Williams can go up there as advanced forward attack. And Ice Brewer, playmaker support. Let's go. I mean, they haven't had a shot. They haven't looked in any way a threat. And then he does that. I might not find him. I might just not let him on the plane. What do you reckon? How do you reckon you get back from Astana without an aircraft? I'm taking this passport. Just leave him there to walk back. Korosevsky. Lifted into the middle. Howe's charging forward. Has a go, and it's just over the top. And you've got to say now, 0-0 is the result we need. Just don't absolutely fall apart. Howe to Panagi. Woods to Panagi again. Howe to Panagi? No. Panagi's wandered off. Howe battles on. Woods. Williams tapped in the spilled ball from Nazarov. And we do go 1-0 up. We do seem better than them still. We're going to need the fullbacks to not disappear off into the box, though. Like, Howe then, if Howe had lost out and he had 2 men on, he had every right to lose out possession there. Panagi's not there to lay it off to. And suddenly, we're in a bit of trouble. Ice Brewer has a corner. Lifted in. It's headed just over the top. And just over the top is my new my new catchphrase, I think. Panagi to Woods. Howe has a go. What a hit that is from Charlie Howe. Turns around, nothing on, and just thinks, go on then. And that was moving. Like, just, yeah, sure, just tear the net off. It'll be fine. It's a lovely turn as well. And then from a standing start to get that kind of movement on it, holy hell. Their goalkeeper's still on 7.2. And fair play, he's made 5 saves in our first half hour. I'm going to leave it exactly as it is. The game's desperate for me to put it into defensive, but I don't think I want to. Wilson's cross is deep. I think that was Trevor heading to Green. Like that. 2 defenders, 2 centre-halves exchanging a headed pass in the opposition area. Panagi's thrown to Woods. Back to Panagi. Trev to Panagi again. Ice Perua. Lifted forward beautifully. Williams will bring it on. There's 2 over. He's gone a bit selfish if we're being honest. But never mind. Never mind. We're 2-0 up at half-time with a man down. I don't mind being a bit selfish. Outstretched arms. They're doing brilliantly. Keep it up. Where is he? Where is he? Individuals. Seth Kinsey. What the absolute F? I mean, who does that? I know it's getting excited on your debut, but... Oh well. Never mind. Try not to ruin a 375 grand player out of revenge. He's got to be offside, hasn't he? Pack is through. Hits Hammond with it. You can't really call it a save. Kenjabek has a corner for Astana. It's a good cross, and it's headed on. And Korosevsky off the line. Wilson will bring it away. He gets fouled by Krejabek, Kenja something. That guy. But what a block that is on the line from Korosevsky. 60th minute. Changes time. Trevor can come off. He's looking tired. Rest him for the next one. What happened to... Did I not put Thingamy on the bench? Did I put the wrong player on the bench? Vincent's down here. I could have... I would... You were laughing at me, weren't you? Never mind. Okio was on the bench now. What happened to the other guy? I will be fascinated to learn what I did. But it was clearly stupid. No, you don't have to tell me it was stupid. Yeah, I know. Alright, fair enough. You tell me. Ice Brewer's corner. Swung in. Green with the header. And it is not on target. So, I guess... So, the fact that Vincent's the bottom sub means I must have dragged him not quite far enough to drop him onto Kroll and then let go. And so all I did was just swap those 2 players over. Pooh. Perfect time to bring him on, but never mind. Okio out wide to Panagi, who's on a booking. Cross comes in. Williams on the volley, hits the post. The goalkeeper won't thank him for that back pass, but they get away in the end. Okio will clatter someone, probably get him in the book for that. No! Wow. Okay. Tender play. Korosevsky with the throw-in. Wilson to Ice Perua. Cross deep. Green with the header. And guess what, guys? It's just over the top. Evstingiv to Mikhailov. To Gorizanov. Lifted forward. Panagi's not going to win that header, is he? Let's be honest. We've talked about his height. Hammond. Every time I say Hammond, it does not make me think of Top Gear, which you'd think it would. It makes me think of Jurassic Park. Big ball forward. Silov, and I mean the original, obviously. The original and best. Green nods it down. Don't start a fight in my comments about that. Pack. Panics and absolutely fires it into the empty stand. And that'll be it. This game will sort of dribble to a stop. And it's a solid 2-0 away win. And outstretched arms. Very good win. I'm going to shout at him again because I can. It says throw water bottle. I want to envisage, but we are going full Alex Ferguson versus David Beckham. I'm expecting him to have a scar. Okay? Okay. Back for the reserve. Not Wolsey Kinsey there, obviously. Reverse, not reserve. Reverse. Reverse. See there. 2 new victims of the ever-expanding transfer netoglasses. Matthew Perez, you'll know that name from the international side, comes in from Europa for 50 grand. He scored 5 in 9 for Europa. He's looked half decent for the national team as well. I've been chasing this bloke around for ages. He's 18 years old. He's determined and resolute. He's got reasonably good physicals. Finishing 14, composure 12, heading 12, technique 12. My kind of striker. I still, and I will continue arguing that 2 stars for this gent is not enough. But this is a lad like I said, I wanted him for a while. He's finally agreed to come here. 55 grand. I'm pretty sure he rejected me when I offered them 250 grand not that long ago. But he said he didn't want to move to a club of a lower stature. He now does. So, well, maybe the club is no longer of a lower stature. But either way, he's happy. The other, Jerry Anovo, another 18-year-old kid, another centre-half option. Could be stronger, could be more determined, but he's professional mentality. Heading, marking, and tackling all in double digits at the age of 15. No, at the age of 18. That one's for 15, that one's the 18. Might never make it again. No money on it. 450 quid a week. That's absolutely fine. Used to play for Leicester City. So, is he in for a shock when he sees the facilities? We've also convinced the board to improve the youth facilities. So the training facilities are jumping up and up for both training and youth. It's going the right way. The only problem we've got is the board are still just a bit too reluctant to spend the ridiculous pot of cash we've got. The team is exactly the same, except Darius Smith comes in at left wing for obvious reasons. Hammond is in goal, Panagi, Trevor, Green and Korosevsky, Howe and Wilson in the middle, Stevens and Smith on the wings, Woods and Ice Pereira up top. Kroll's on the bench. There. See? There. He's on the bench. Tom Parry is also on the bench. The only player who's eligible and fit that doesn't come along is Ryan Vincent. Bit harsh, but we'll see where it goes. Actually, I'm going to play Moreno in goal. Not because Hammond did anything wrong, but just to rotate things. And I'm going to play Parry in the middle? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that far. But we'll go with that. That's the side. We're 2-0 up. We're going to have all 11 players, at least at the beginning. Kroll is going to be number 5? 6? Probably a bit much for a young kid. I'm going with 6. I have faith in Mr. Kroll. I'm going for it. Last time I said that, someone got sent off. I'm just saying. Astana have lost all of their last 3 games. How are they here if they've lost? Never mind. What were the other 2? The other 2 must also have been a playoff. So, how are they in this playoff? I am confused. Anyway, we start strongly again. More and more shots. They haven't had a sniff. 15 minutes gone. Oh, there's their first sniff. 0.03 of an XG. We're in trouble. I'm sounding really arrogant. I don't like it. Demand more. Gentlemen. We require your goals. Oh, this is tedious. 32 minutes and we get a highlight. Panagi, quick aside. Panagi is wanted now by Reading and somebody French. I forget which one. It is starting to look like we're not going to have him even at the end of this transfer window. Smith is through. Uses his right, despite being left-footed, to thump it into the goalkeeper's midriff. Again, obviously, like they always are, the deals are not particularly promising. Smith's crosses in. We're not going to get 6 digits. We're not going to get 100 grand as it stands. And I'm sure if I start asking for 100 grand, I'll just get a pissed off Panagi coming at me going, oi. So, we'll see how it goes. Ice Brewer in front of Stevens. Time for the cross. In it comes. It's not very good and it's hacked away. Green can start it up again. Wilson to Korosevsky and Ice Brewer. And Wilson again to Woods. In front of Ice Brewer. Hits one. It's the crossbar. Back of the keeper's head. Stevens is there to tap it into the empty net. And Danny Stevens gets his first of the season to make it 3. And we will hang around till just after this to A, see who we draw, and B, see how Europa... Were they the only survivors? I forget. Was it them or was it Lincoln? It might have been Lincoln. The remaining team in Europe. I know there was one. See how they get on. Yeah, definitely onside. Lovely stuff. I don't know what the ball hits, because it's nowhere near the back of the keeper. But never mind. Mikhailov to Reinbay. Bolat. Mikhailov again. Oh, there's 2 Zhindai. The centre-halves are both called Zhindai. That's not a problem for the referee in the bookings at all, is it? No, ref, I'm the other one. Please don't send me off. Stevens back to Korosevsky. Stevens again, lovely touch to bring it under control. Unlucky not to get a goal out of that. Evsteiniev is not going to walk for that. I assumed that was a second yellow kind of tackle. Wilson lifts it in. Howe with the header. It bobbles around and ends up over the top. Liam Green is the one looking tired this time. Kroll is coming on at half-time, unless he's mysteriously got lost at passport control again. He doesn't need to here, does he? Doing brilliantly, keep going. We're 3-0 up. We're going to bring on Kroll at half-time for Green. And we're going to bring on Parry for Howe. And that'll do, I think. They've made a triple sub at half-time. There's half an hour and a bit to play. Askarov has the free kick. Lifted into the area and headed kind of straight up by Stevens. Askarov again. Stevens is the first one on the scene, so fair play. Lifted all the way back to Kenjabek. It's a creative ball when he did kind of have a bit of pressure on. One of the Zhembais to Pak. Like Pak. I approve of a name like Pak. Especially when you're passing it to someone called Gorizanov. Agu is in absolute acres. Lifts it. Moreno doesn't quite get there, but it's not necessary. Onto the crossbar. Kenjabek to Abilov. Gorizanov to Askarov. Hits one, and that one's over the top. Get some praise out there. I would call this a routine and comfortable win. Do we want to sub off Smith to avoid a suspension? Probably not. And certainly not from Williams. We don't have any left wingers. Apart from the one who's an absolute moron. I did go on and overdo the... what's the word I want? The disciplinary. Obviously, the default is half a week's wages. And I just... nope, 2 full weeks. I stopped short of demote player. But I 2 weeks' wages, fine. And he went, yeah, fair. You're right. No fuss at all. Lovely. Wilson wins it in the middle. Woods lifted forward to Ice Perua, who's been quiet. Parry to Smith. Has a go. That is off the post. And I might be wrong about him being left-footed, you know. Panagi's throw. Woods to Parry. Lifted in nicely. Ice Perua, even a quiet man, gets a goal of an hour. His second of the season. Torresevsky gets booked for reasons. Anybody know any of them? That was weird. Okay. Parry lifts it in. Ice Perua with the header. Lovely. 2-0 on the day. 4-0 in the match. And that will do nicely. 5 to play. This can just trickle through to a win. Probably could have made my third sub at some point, but that'll be absolutely fine. Outstretched arms. Good a win as you're likely to see. Lovely solid win. Everybody gets a green number. Let's go. How did Kroll get on? Actually, we didn't notice him, so that's usually a good sign. Lincoln aversion. Yeah, worry about that in a minute. Do we have an opponent? We have Legia Warsaw. That might be a bit tricky. Ireland boss Jocelyn Gorvenech wants Liam Green for his Ireland squad. Fair enough. Has he got capped yet? No. How long till you are Gibraltarian? I don't think he's quite good enough. Oh, another year. So it's unlikely to go an entire year without getting another cap, is he? New matches are dropped in, so we will bin that friendly. And that's friendly. I'm pretty sure I didn't put them there anyway, but never mind. And we'll be back Wednesday for Legia Warsaw, home and away. Thank you very much for watching. Apologies if my rant was a bit much. This first thing. Oh, no. What am I talking about? I mean, I'm still apologising. Don't get me wrong. But quickly, Plumber's going to need a contract of some kind. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, actually. Yeah, no, never mind. Nico Plummer, homegrown player, but not really quite good enough. He's a midfielder, which I don't really need. I thought I might poach him, but never mind. Right, we're going through to Thursday night so that we can see how Europa and stuff got on. Don't care about press conference. Quick. One of the upsides of the Twitter, by the way, is I wouldn't be editing it down like this. It would be the entire video. Amiens want Moreno. Well, good luck with that, Albin. Leon want Panagi. Okay, we're struggling now. Yeah, I mean, he's interested, so that's not enough for me to have to negotiate with him. George Newell, new performance analyst, lovely. 85 grand though, like that's not. It's not a reasonable amount of money. I'm not allowed to make any replacements, and the squad is full 21 plus no homegrowns. So I can't add anyone to it. That's fine. When I can make a replacement, I don't really know who that replacement might be. It might be Seth Kinsey, but maybe I'm getting a bit negative now. Prowls! Permit me to see Marseille? Okay. We're not going to have this guy for much longer. But again, we're not going to get the money we deserve for him. Lincoln want Pennington. No. We have space for another. I'll look at that later. Right, we should be far enough now. So, quick schedule: Champions League down, Europa League down, Conference League. Go back a round. I don't imagine this is going to be good news. Gib, Lincoln lost to Rops. Were they the only ones? I don't honestly remember. Sorry, but hold the line, caller. Just looking for the Gibraltarian flag at this point. They were the only ones. So that's it for Europe. It's just us. That is not good news. I'll just double check I haven't missed Europa. No, the football club, not the... Yeah. Schedule. No, they did lose to Slovan Bratislava, didn't they? Not as badly as you'd expect, but they did lose. So now we need to do that. Just have a look at the magical numbers that everybody loves. Club coefficients. Jib. We're on 1.75. It's not good. It's not good at all. I can get that up a bit, but I can't get it up that far. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. Again, in the comments, would you come over with me to Twitch? Would you like I say, what we'd have is we'd have some big old live streams, and sometimes we would have just a bit like what we've just done, but I wouldn't be cutting away and polishing it in quite the same way. It would be more of a chatty time when I'm live to chat with those people who have come along to watch as well, and we'd go through the entire gap in between. You'd see all the ins and outs, all the sausage meat of the transactions and everything. Let me know what you think, because I'm not set on it, but as I made it clear earlier, I am dissatisfied. And I like Twitch. I've always enjoyed being on Twitch. I was gutted when I came off it, but I never had the time. And I know it's been like 18 months since I've streamed anything, but let me know what you think. Apart from that, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you on Wednesday night for Legia Warsaw. And I imagine that is going to be Trousers Down 6 to the best, but we'll see. Bye-bye.